call and I'm like, I just received your documents yesterday. I need to go put my due diligence. Is it correct? Will it service, you know? But yeah, their belief system is that, okay, I gave it to you. Should be done by now.
Okay.
I can just laugh at it and I'll be like, yes, let me just get all these things first and then I'll let you know. Let me, and I already sent the email actually. I need to check that it's in proper, you know, that everything is proper. That's all. So anyway, so now suddenly, you know how you have a to-do list for the day? So suddenly I'm like, oh God, how am I going to squeeze all 3 things on top of what I already planned for the day? So I'm stretching myself thin. I know that. And yeah, so I told myself, okay, what can I delete from this so that I'll do the other one? So it's basically shuffling my priorities for the day.
So which is the most urgent thing for all of those that you have mentioned?
The most urgent, obviously, now that he put me on this, is I should really look at it. And so after our meeting, before my next meeting, I'm going to have to send an email to the accountant, because I spoke to the accountant 2 days ago, who's related to the loan.
Okay.
I need their business activities statement. I need to know how the business runs. There's no point. I can't lodge anything if I have no idea how much money you made last year and this year. That is the most important, which
for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've actually given it 2 weeks ago a checklist, but they only did what they want to do, and they expected me to follow up with the accountant, but that's actually not my job because it is their accountant. I don't pay the accountant. I just became known to him because of the deals. So yeah, so I'll just do that anyway. And yeah, and then I have 2 more. Yeah, actually, how do I say? It's basically 2 good. It's 3 things that were good because 3 referral clients have landed on my lap. So so that will make me money, obviously. So I just need to prioritize, make sure that, okay, this is the checklist, I've done that, but they come back to me. And yeah, it's just the following up of that, because the others is more like, I have I have a network event today, which is important as well, because I always try to present myself. It's like a BNI. I think you have BNI in Singapore, right? Yeah, it's a similar version to BNI, but
what's it called?
District 32. District 32 it's just basically the latitude of Perth. It's 32 to every district or something like that. So it's like a funky name. So yeah, so I thought I'd just go there every 2 weeks. Every Thursday we have a lunch. And
so it's face to face.
We're now face to face. Used to be like this. We used to do Zoom during COVID. Now it's face to face. We actually go for lunch at a public restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. This week is like last night. It was such a beautiful session last night, but there were times I was really struggling. I just wanted to sleep. It was just another long day yesterday.
So your daily routine is always a long day from
funnily enough, ever since I signed up for the ICF, before the ICF, I had like nothing happening. Suddenly ICF came and I'm like, what? I'm dividing myself with the Zoom and our coaching sessions for our homework, and then completing the 6-hour session for our homework. Yeah. So, and now our mentoring. So, and then clients starting to come in. I'm like, where were you guys during COVID?
So it sounds like a good problem to have.
good problem. So I'm really busy, but I'm building the relationship. So money isn't coming in just yet. It's about placing that foundation. And I guess for me, I don't know whether it's fear of missing out syndrome happening, or is it I just want to make sure that I still have my integrity with
Mhm.
every relationship I am connecting with, you know. So yeah, that's what's happening to me.
Yeah, I think having integrity is very important because that's the bedrock of trust building here. Because you want to be in it for the long term,
Yeah.
not for the short term. Yeah, for short term you can do stuff that's yeah. But if you are in it for long term, you better be what you do, what is what you say, and what you say is what.
Yeah, so like this business that came to me is really repeat clients.
Mhm.
So so it's a good thing to be in, but just
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, it's just that sometimes you feel well, for me myself, I just feel like, oh, okay, I just hope that I don't expose them too much, because as a broker, finance broker, you really don't want them to be in a lot of debt, because I
Yep.
used to be
Yep.
in a financial planner in Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't practice that here. My license is this as a broker, and I also have accounting background, so I actually
Okay.
understand, but I'm not licensed to practice
That
accounting.
will definitely value add to your clients. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I can do analysis and stuff like that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, at the end of the day, everything that you do does take time. There's to me, I just not really a the only thing that's a 5 or 10 minute thing is meditation. So yeah, and yeah, I did like that, you know, I did myself 10 days,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, 10 pages a day with the book that you sent me.
How is it?
So I've done 2 days, and I gotta do my 10 days sometime. I sorry, 10 pages sometime today.
You should learn how to speed read.
Oh my God, yeah. I've KL. There was a guy who was teaching that, and I'm like, oh, I should have done that years and years ago.
So I tell you right, because I read a lot,
Yeah.
I speed read and I listen
Wow.
sometimes as well.
Oh,
And
really?
it's yeah, it goes at 1.5 or two times the
Wow.
speed. Yeah, because that's how I just to share with you a life hack. That's how I maximize my time.
But okay, how long did it
It's
take you to
training. It's
learn to
mind
speed
training.
read?
Just the
Mind
mind
training.
is like a
Okay.
muscle. So like you go
Yes.
to the gym, maybe you can start off with a 3 kg, 5 kg, and then you just keep using, doing, and build.
Yeah. See, I can do that with my health. That's why I always go back to I almost compare my daily activities to my health. I'm like, damn, I can go to the gym 3 times a week. I used to be 6 days, but I had to cut it down to 3 times a week because I just really needed that rest between. And I could never lift the barbell before. Now the maximum is 60 kilos, and I'm only 44 kilos. You know, so it is. It, it takes practice really and years. Yeah, you're right. So and then now we've got this coaching, which I really really like. I really like the thought of being able to help people, because that's what I've always, this is to me complements my finance broking business,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the reality is, the way I feel here in Australia, especially where I live in Perth,
Yep.
they live, they live in I wish this, I wish that. So they spend on unnecessary things, and
Mm.
they think that the government owes them the privilege of the paying them money so that they can buy their house, but they don't
Mm-hmm.
realize that the country is still a country that owes another country money to get us to work.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it's a vicious cycle. So
Yes. Yes.
so I realized that a lot of people can be narrow-minded in the obviously in their window of the world, and I thought like, okay, on the finance basis, I would love to be able to help them and still get paid for opening up their attitude to money. Like they want to
Yep.
have $1 million, but they think money is evil, and that the best way is probably if you are a drug
Mm-hmm.
lord. That sort of mentality.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought I'd like to really build that business as well. But how do I do it? Balance it properly.
I think it's complementary, right? So I'm not sure which area are you, how are you thinking of, do you have any idea how you're going to launch your business model, or what are you, how are
Well,
you going to
you
do it?
see,
Yeah.
that's why I had to do that avatar. I met this lady who's supposed to have met me. We were supposed to meet last Friday, but I met her 2 days ago, and so I gave her an idea of who are the type of people I want to meet.
Yep.
I'm thinking like, okay, these are women who are men or women, but if it's a woman, her name is Sarah, and
Okay.
Sarah is about 40 in her 40s,
Okay.
and she loves outdoor activities. She is self-employed, and her business is in the service industry,
Mm-hmm.
and she wants to have a house,
Yep.
and she doesn't she is open-minded to to see other areas of how financing can work with her, and what are the things that she needs to do with her life to
Yep.
make sure that it aligns to that goal in itself. So that's just one of my avatar. Yeah. And then the other one is the guy has a family of two, and his name is Kyle, and he's also in his 40s, is self-employed, and does like a bit of outdoor activity, and also being able to is basically the male version of Sarah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So right
And
now, are you already like kind of mentoring or coaching people that belongs in this either of this category?
right now, because we had to do that 6 hours thing, I approached
Mm-hmm.
my friend. So I have a friend who's actually in Singapore, so I did
Yep.
that coaching, and she really was yeah, she said to me that it made her she actually said that it made her think deeper,
Yep.
and what she did. And then I said, if you don't mind, I share with you an exercise, if you can do, if you really have that goal, write it down. And she said the next day it actually happened. I'm like, wow, that's fantastic.
It's amazing.
And then the other friend of mine, she's Malaysian but permanent resident here. She said,
Mm.
I said, how do you feel after this coaching? Said, oh, you really make me think, because she had a goal. She said she wants to make um, what I don't know how much, 100,000 in a year or something. I said,
Mm.
okay, so how do you plan to reach that?
Mm.
What would be like? Did you break it down or something like that? So she was
Mm.
like, oh, okay. So I said, okay, so you have that money. So how much of that goes where? Have you planned that out? And anyway, she's also said that it's really deep. So most of my coaching right now is just based on those 6 hours, and then one of our classmates as well has asked me to coach him on a weekly basis, because it felt nice that he said that he feels that he can trust me, and yeah, he really liked talking to me and planning all his
Mm.
business plans. So far that's what it is.
Mm.
um, I've actually thought of that 90-day transformation
Mm.
program, and
Mm.
I just need to to prepare that agreement of mine with regards to that 90-day, which we already have a template. I have to write that down, and then I have the to do 5 marketing, um, just like a Facebook post that I'll have to pay for uh, an ad for that.
Okay.
And
Do you have
yeah,
someone to run it, or you know how to run it yourself?
I actually bought a program, an online course for
Okay.
mortgage brokers, on how to do the Facebook ad. So
Okay.
that means it's the same thing. I just need to tweak on the words. So that's where I need to again, content. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I need to make time for that. I really need to make this project to be a project for that launch, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And and this is where I get a bit stuck because I'm like, okay, I've got all this ICF thing going on, and then
Mm.
we're going to finish 29th of July.
Yep.
And then after July, that I've already signed up for the ACC, and that starts on the 3rd or 4th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I thought, once I start the 3rd or 4th of August, and if I try to launch that 90-day with at least 10 clients targeting by middle of August, then it's sort of like, again, complements each other because I'll be collecting the hours and still being
Yes.
able.
Yep.
So that was my way of doing my timeline.
Makes sense.
Makes
So,
sense, right?
yep. So is there a
Then,
but?
but then obviously the fear gets into my head. I'm like,
Okay.
ooh, what if I'm not as good as all those people last night? I'm like, oh my God, will I get the people that will actually pay me what I want to charge them? So yeah, because I definitely know I also targeted in my avatar. I um, I want those people who are committed to do coaching and are willing to pay
Yep.
for the price that I want. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be I don't want to be a pasar malam type coach. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
come, just
Lelong,
come.
lelong.
Yeah. I don't want that. I need quality and standard because
Okay.
it's not worth my while. If you're gonna pay me peanuts, then you're gonna get peanuts.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I kind of want like a Louis Vuitton. You get my drift?
Yep.
So yeah. Oh. So
But you
how?
mentioned that currently you're already coaching your colleagues,
Friends. Yeah. My friends actually. Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Are these friends in your ideal avatar? Are
Kinda
they
actually. Like
okay?
the one who's that I met last Friday. She's she's a real estate agent, and she would be the ideal client. So, but I told her, look, why don't we do 6 sessions? I'll do it for you for free. And the reason why I'm doing that is because um, it's a great practice since I need to collect my hours, as you know, and
Yep.
it's also beneficial for you because you're getting to achieve those goals. And look, at the end of the day, your satisfaction will also help me build my clientele because I'm sure you'll support me and share your experience with other people. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought of it that way because we need at least 25 hours free coaching for ACC. So I thought, okay, I'll tackle it and do it that way.
Okay.
So that's one. And then another lady, she really loves me. She actually said, wow, you're so good lah.
But is she your target?
Um, age-wise, yes. Self-employed, yes. Um, she she's also, because of the way I communicate with her, she sent me an email saying, so you're going to be my finance broker next year after this, because there's a thing about fixed rate, and if
Yep.
she's in a fixed rate for 2 years, it only expires
Mm.
next year. So, but because she said I was so diligent, and whenever she asked questions, I really teach her, and she said she got it in a way that it's easy to absorb why certain things happen. And so she
Yep.
really liked that. So I got her as a finance loan, but I don't know
Okay.
whether I can still, should I approach her and say, hey,
Why not?
why don't we do, yeah, I'll give
Why
you a
not?
special price.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does volunteer work for people. um, for people who are homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually said to her, it's like, I think you need to look into becoming a coach.
Yep.
So yeah, okay, so that's two potential there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
And
already said you already have two. So out of these two, right? Let's say 1 month down the road, next month around this time, you have given them good results. You just ask them for referrals. So you can ask each
true.
person 2 or 3 people they can recommend. Then you have your first batch of 5 clients. You're halfway there. What's the worry? What's the
True. I
worry?
just I'll do the so that there's also one more thing. See, I agreed before our ICF program. I agreed to do this 30-day health challenge with
Okay.
two other girls, and it's actually about a product on health products.
Okay.
So I come in. I didn't bring anybody to join because you need to pay like $600 for the 30-day program,
Okay.
and but it has all these supplements. So my role there is like a coach, as a coach. So I, like 2 days ago, I did how to do goal setting, and then today I actually did an 18 tips ebook, but then I
Okay.
realized, oh, they only want help. So now I have to just take out stuff, but like how to start a healthy habit. Yeah,
Okay.
how to start health. Yeah. So every day for the next 30 days, it started on the 6th of July. So sometimes I have to do live, but it's in a private page on Facebook. So
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pengsan again because I've got the whole calendar of what I'm doing every day.
Okay. So you,
But
oh,
I know, and I just have to persevere because I see that they will see how I am as a coach, and I could extend my services for them on the as a health
okay.
coach. Yeah,
Okay.
without having to buy the products. I mean, if they want to buy the products,
Yeah.
fine, but it's really more that getting that momentum. It's like, this is why you're doing it. What is your what makes you happy? Like, how do you see yourself celebrating on that 30th day? What is your achievements?
Okay. So is
Yeah, that's
the question now is this: is this side gig? I see it as a side gig lah. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a
yes,
main.
it
Is it
is a
going to
side
be
gig.
a distraction to your main focus, which is the financial coach side?
Kinda, but because I already said yes a month before our coaching and all that,
Mm-hmm.
um, they've actually been asking me to join them. They started their own accountability group for themselves for their own goals, and I thought, oh, that would be great, but realistic, I don't want to burn myself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I did say, look, I'll offer you guys like be a guest or something, and do a session with all three of you. Since you're doing accountability, then hopefully it will help them clarify for themselves what are they doing with themselves, because they're not coaches. They're just hanging out together and say, let's be you be my accountability buddy. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's different from the learning to be a coach.
Yeah.
Then we have an idea what are the steps that of
Yeah.
that awareness and all that. But yeah, so I thought, okay, I said, look, I'm not going to join you, but I will pop in on one of those sessions that you have, because they do it every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is
So
just
my
more. And
concern, my concern
yeah,
for you is, as again, are you committing to too many things? Yeah. So what if you don't have enough time and energy to juggle everything? Then which is the one that you will sacrifice or put on hold? Got to think about
yes. Um, the one that I'll probably end up putting on hold really um, is that project of the 90, I might end up putting that aside because like with the health one, it's already ongoing.
Yep.
I just, I try to prepare the content beforehand so that
All right.
it just makes it easier for me to handle.
Mm-hmm.
But my real priority is the finance clients who are starting to come in, and also, oh gosh, yeah, the finance clients. And I just want to start finishing up that to finish up the ICF, and and then obviously next month is the ACC. And the program, the 90-day program, though my target is 15th of August,
Yep.
I'm okay, and I'm looking at it. It'll be 30th of August,
Right.
so that I have time to breathe in
Yeah,
between
yeah.
now.
I think that's really important. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I see it. I haven't compromised my exercise. It's like that's why I wake up at 5:30 just so that I'll go to the gym.
Great.
To me, that's like
Excellent. Excellent.
to me that's my priority. That's my me time.
Yep.
Yeah, I owe that to myself, and then the
Surely.
rest follows. Yeah, that's what
Surely,
I'm.
surely.
I think I'm a bit gila already.
So how many hours of rest do you get a day?
Usually I average about 6.5 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad. You
Yeah.
might need to top it up with a power nap in between.
Well, like today is Thursday. I purposely didn't, Tuesday, Thursday, I purposely don't go to the gym so that I don't have to wake up at 5:30. I'll wake up
Okay.
either 6:30 or 7:30. I owe it to myself. Yeah, that's what I do. And then Saturday, yes, I get to wake up at, I still wake up at 6:30 though, but Sunday, the best, I'll wake up at 8. To me, that's like, yay.
It's a sleep-in day.
Yes, because that's also a goal, to have a really good sleep.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I must say, I do have a really good sleep. Every day I have a good sleep. And then it's just that as soon as I wake up, I'm like, okay, what day is it? Okay, now I know where I'm going. I can wake up before, I'm so used to my body clock, I can wake up before the alarm.
Tell me about that too.
Yeah, isn't
Okay.
it? Oh, is it hot there? Because I'm freezing.
It's actually going to rain, so you can see but it's daytime, but it's very cloudy and dark. To switch on my light. My curtains are actually all drawn out, but it's cloudy outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my window is just here, so I can see today's blue skies, but it's really cold. And yesterday was a really long day, but I dedicated it to socializing, where I did my gym, and then I went for coffee with an insurance broker. So it is a relationship, trying to build a relationship, but at least he gets to know me and what value he can, and that I can bring to his clients, and what his clients can, if they can come to me or something like that. And then I went for lunch with a group of ladies, and but I left them at 2. Aki was supposed to send to I had a Zoom meeting with Aki. You know Aki, right?
Yeah.
He forgot. He never called me. He never gave me.
You need to get him to send you something.
Yeah,
send you a chocolate.
But I'll be honest with you. I'm like, okay, that's all right. I gave him that time. It's probably not meant to be, and it's okay. My expenses are really high. Because I also have to be careful about my expenses. Yeah. My partner already complained. He said, like, it's really good you're doing all these self-development, but babe, how much are you spending?
Well, as long as yeah, it helps you and helps you to value add to your clients, I guess it's all right because it's all a long game. Yeah, you're not in
It
it
is.
for a short game. Yeah, because all these things will eventually enable you to value add even more to your client.
Yeah,
Mm.
it
So what
is.
will you need additional resources or additional stuff to get to your goals in 6 to 12 months time?
Well, I actually did think about that. I would
Mm.
love to have a PA one day again. I used to have a PA when I lived in Bangkok, and life was
Yep.
so easy. I'm like,
Yep.
okay, I delegate this to you. I delegate this to you. Just do this. But yeah, I really need to sit down and to myself and say like, okay, how much am I willing to spend to make life easy, and what will be my return on investment, and for how
I
long?
think yeah, I think if you may I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can consider hiring one of the interns from university. So you don't
Yes,
have
I
to
used
spend
to
so
do that.
much, but yet
Yeah,
be able to have someone to
good
help you.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's
gonna
a
be a
good
win-win.
idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be a win-win situation. You can coach the young person, and then the young person can help you with some of the more mundane stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you've given me an idea. I'm gonna get an intern. I used to get an intern actually. I used to have two interns,
Well,
but that
yeah.
was in Bangkok.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out if I can get an intern here as well, because then I don't mind paying them.
Yeah, please do, please do. Then it helps you
Um,
to free up your time to focus on what's really important.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be great. I'll get that sorted out. Do an intern. Yeah, I really need to delegate it to somebody because I do everything on my own, and I think that's where if I'm not careful, I'll break down. But I just look at things differently. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if you have thought through what's your business model going to be like, so I'll just share with you what's my business model. So I think I
okay,
mentioned before that I'm doing my financial papers, so I'll be offering on top of life coaching and personal branding. I'll
yep,
be offering financial services, especially in terms of life insurance and coverage for my
okay,
clients. So for those of my clients who have flagged out along the way that they do have issues with financial planning, I can then add on as an added service. Yeah, so it's going to be a win-win situation. I give them coaching, um, and then they can get covered. Yeah, so that's my value add to my clients. So I charge one-to-one coaching is $1,280 Singapore dollars. I think that's about equivalent. 1,002 Aussie as well, about same one.
so when you charge 1,002, how many coaching sessions is your one-to-one for that?
Two coaching sessions, 4 hours.
Four
It's 4 hours
hours.
per month.
Okay.
3 months will be 12 hours package. So that's somewhat like the standard recommended pricing package. So
Okay.
yeah, those are my prices. So they have to commit to a minimum of 3 months. Yeah. And if they sign on for 1 year, I'll give them 2 months free. So they pay 10 months for 1 year. They do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what I offer them is because I have digital marketing background as well. So my clients, especially those who want to start out their own business, I can actually advise them on how to construct their marketing funnel, how to construct their business model,
Okay.
how to do personal branding. Yeah. So that's what I actually offer to my
So you do
clients.
personal
Mm.
branding. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And for those who are not thinking of starting out their own thing, but they want to
Uh-huh.
progress within their career or they are thinking of changing a career, you'll be life coaching. So that's what I offer to them.
Correct. Career change is more life coaching. Okay. Like for me, okay, so for me, if I like I'm a finance broker, so my
Yep.
company is called Exchange Finance. So I actually was thinking I wanted to become to build my website where it can pre-qualify clients that okay, these are all the lending, can you can I pre-qualify you, and then they have to go through a series of steps.
Okay.
Now with
How are
this
you
in
going to do that? How are you going to do that exactly? Quiz or
basically,
what? Survey?
no, that means like if they want the yeah, we I can pay, I can add on calculators onto the website from my association, because all mortgage brokers have to be uh, associated with the Mortgage Brokers
Yeah. Yep.
Association
Yep.
in Australia.
Yeah. You can do
So
that.
we can, yeah, so I can buy off their calculators and then add it onto the thing, so it has an idea about how much they are, how much they have the potential to to borrow. And then from there, it will take them to another landing page. So this is my way of looking at it, where
Okay.
if you really want us, we can take it further. Give us
Mm.
your details, and we'll have an appointment with you, because the way I deal with the client is different from coaching. Coaching
Mm.
actually is fast. You get paid while you're giving them advice. The 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 problem I have here in Australia is our business, our industry. We we meet you. We have 90 minutes meeting with you. I go back and do my research, and I'll come back to you. We don't charge you a single cent. So it's shit. I'll be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's shit. And then only when they relaunch your application, that can take 60 days.
Yeah.
So by the time I got paid, I can get paid eight grand, but I went through like
Actually, it doesn't
sometimes
make
3
sense.
months.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
make
doesn't
sense.
make sense. So that's why I said to myself, there has to be something else. And get this, if you are here and you're my client and I got you your loan,
Mm.
you have to stay with the bank for 2 years. If you decide to sell it, or you decide something happened that
Transfer.
you don't complete, yeah, you decide your friend can give you a better rate or something like that, I have to pay back the bank what I got. So where in any career industry has this except here?
It
For the
doesn't make
first
sense at all.
It doesn't make sense at all. So I said,
But yeah.
okay.
Mm.
So that's why I like the coaching. I like that, like, okay, if I can't get you in this space right now, maybe I need to give you a deposit accelerator program. What is that? Oh, what is that? So it's coaching. And how are you budgeting yourself? And do you feel that is a $50 pack of cigarettes is really worth your time
Mm.
towards your goal? That
Yep.
sort of coaching. So I see that as a potential. But so, with going back to that website that I was telling you about, because I've
Mm.
extracted or pre-qualified, I can actually make it like the exchange hub, where I am no longer the person who
Mm-hmm.
is just doing all the loans. I can give it to I'll have like a group of brokers, like top 10. Like, I have an agreement with them. Okay, I'll give you this, but I make a cut because
Yep.
I did the pre-qualification.
Yeah, actually
You
that
do
makes
the deal. So even
more
if I
sense.
only make 30% or 20% because I pre-qualified, then you do the deal. So it then I can choose who I want to, maybe I'll get 10 potential clients from that website. I'm like, oh, you can go do that, do that, you do that, I'll do this. You know what I mean? And then the rest is just a cut.
Yeah.
So that's my way of, like, that will um, give me more business, but at the same time free me from the business. Does that
Yep.
make sense? Then
Yeah, it
I
makes
also
sense. So what's
then I
stopping you?
also
What's
that's
stopping
why I'm
you?
talking. I need to speak to the website designer. I said,
Yep.
okay, can
Yep.
you help me do this?
Yeah.
uh, I mean, what content do you need me to give you? But then I'll do that. And then the other one was, how do I make use of, I really like the exchange logo, and I'm like, can I come up with the coach exchange, where it is same foundation or style, where it is coaching from the happy guy, the happy man from Singapore,
Yeah.
Thailand, Perth. So this is us, because I thought like it adds like a better I don't know, like almost like a forums, like this is who we are, and each one of you can have your own blog post, and then Thailand is Jade or something, or in Thailand there's a list, but they can just do it directly. Maybe I could just do like, oh, would you like, let's all do this, but I'll just charge you a small membership fee or something like that. But you'll have your own space and all that. But because I thought, like, for Australia, if they know that just this group of us, this is fantastic. It's like we are legit extraordinary coaches. You know, that's what I want.
But I think this project probably you have to put it on
That one
hold for
later
a while.
on.
Yeah, please
Yeah. That
focus
one
on
is my
what you need
bigger.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually,
I
you
can.
have already come out with the new business model, which totally makes sense. So what's stopping you from, other than the website, what else is stopping you from implementing this new business model immediately or as soon as you can?
I just need that time to meet up with that guy, because again, that needs like, he wants a 30-minute consultation, and then after
Just
that
do
we
it
have a one.
online. You don't have to meet face to face, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So
Yeah, you
that's what
can
I
share
want to
screen
do.
and all that. Don't need
Yeah,
to.
and then I need to find out what content does he need, because it's like, can I just give him like a style of like 5 different styles of websites that I kind of like, hey, that looks cute, these are my style that I like.
Actually, if you mind my,
Do you have?
yeah. Yeah, because I've done digital marketing, so I know what's important. All the styles, all the colors, the feel is actually
Mm,
secondary. You know what's the primary thing you need to solve.
mm. So the primary one, like
Have,
what do
have you
I
watched
do?
my video? Yeah, the one I posted. The answer is there actually.
No, probably not. Which one? The one with God's will?
Prospect, the one I'm talking about, prospect.
Prospect. No, I don't think I have that. Okay, I'll better watch that.
Yes, so it's back to your prospect. With your prospect in mind, this prospect comes to your website. Yeah.
Yeah, so that will be my Kyle. That's Kyle, who is a self-employed, who has a family, who has a dream to buy a house, but he likes to outdoor activities because outdoor is good for him and his kids, and they like their barbecues, and they have this dream of retiring by the beach, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Two more things. Starts
Two
with
more things.
P. Yeah, you remember my video, try recall. It's a test.
Prospect. What?
Start with P, both start with P.
Really? I can't remember. Did I watch that video? I don't think I
I think you
did.
probably not. Looks
I
like
don't
you
think I
haven't.
did.
I'll just give you the
Yeah.
answer. It's prospect and then what problem and pain they are facing. You got to be very
Problem
clear
and
about that.
pain. Yeah.
If they're not facing any problem and pain, there's no need for your service. They won't even come to find your website in the first place. So you have to be very clear that they are actually facing a problem and pain. So here's the next thing. What's the difference between problem and the pain? There is actually a difference between the two of them. Do you know what's the difference?
Well, I'm trying to think about it in terms of my finance client. What's their problem, and what is the pain?
Yeah. So what's the difference?
If his problem is getting finance,
Yeah.
his pain is he can't get to his dream.
Not fully. The difference between the problem and the pain is the problem is situational. The pain, it's got to do with the emotions.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing: people have problems, but they won't come to you for solutions if they don't recognize the pain. Yeah, they have problems, but if they don't recognize the pain, they don't feel that. For example, if someone is diabetic and then he or she will sometimes suffer from dizzy spells and get bruised easily and all that. The wounds take a longer time to heal. If all this pain, he's not recognizing it, he won't go to the doctor to look for a solution for the problem, which is his. sugar levels are uncontrolled. Yeah. It's the same thing for anything, even for finance problem. If the person don't recognize the pain, which is I can't afford this, I can't afford that, my family is not happy, you have enough, too many debts to pay
Yes,
off. They don't recognize the pain, they won't come to you or come looking for solution to their problem.
got it.
It's
Yeah,
actually very deep. It's not just you gotta you can go back and think about it. So what it means for your marketing, right? In all your copy and your content, it should be bringing out the pain in the prospect,
got it.
and then the prospect will come to you and look for the solution to their problem. Yeah. So you should basically be talking about the pain and then talking about the solution for the problem. Pain and solution.
Yeah,
Of course, then later you need to include testimonials. So it's very good that you already have two potential ongoing clients. So I think I've done the video on testimonials. Please go and watch it.
yes, yeah, I'm gonna post that link for the
How to
testimonial.
ask a good testimonial. If you haven't, please go and watch it.
Yeah, I managed. It seemed pretty easy to get testimonials from my friends who did the coaching, and then I asked my finance clients to give me a testimonial. Yeah. The only thing I had was thank you so much, and then I really
That's no good. You have
time.
to suggest to them, may I give you these 3 questions to help you along your testimony? Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm sure if you have given a very good, fantastic service, they'll be more than willing to help unless they are one of those rare few who are forever ungrateful and unthankful, which I believe and I hope that they are not. If you have already given them value, I think they'll be more than happy to just take 5 minutes of their time to achieve answer the 3 questions and give you a decent testimony.
yeah, that's why I wanted to look at the is it Google Forms or something else to just send it to them, and I'll follow up. It's like, hey, I've sent you this form to make it easier for you to just answer, and then at least it can, I can get my testimonial, because
Yep.
I don't understand why the clients who become friends, and then they said they didn't have time to answer.
You have gone through the NLP, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you can apply some of the NLP techniques to get them to kind of give you what you need. I mean, not to manipulate them, but of course, just ask for a favor. Let them know that it's really important for me, and I'll really be very grateful. You can spend 5 minutes of your time to just properly answer these 3 questions, so that I can have a
But
good
that's the
testimony. Yeah.
irony. The client actually took me out for lunch to thank me, but doesn't want to do the testimonial. I don't get it. Weird, right?
If not, if it's really reluctant, then you might want to try this next. You ask if it's okay. I craft something out, and it feels like something
Decide.
that you would say.
Yeah.
Then just give me a run it through
Ask
you.
permission.
For ask, so you just craft out for them, and ask them if it's okay if I put your name to all this.
Yeah.
That's the last result. I mean, if they are really that reluctant for whatever reason.
Yeah. That's true. I'll just have
Yeah,
to
because
do
it's
that.
very important that you have at least 1 or 2 really good testimonials that would speak out to your avatar, your ideal prospect. Because you already said you have an ideal prospect and these people are your ideal prospect. So you need at least 1 or 2 proof that, yep, this is the work, this is the quality, and this is the results I can produce.
Right. We'll do that.
And then you'll be good also if you can let me take a look at the draft of the website. I can give you some pointers on
Oh,
what's
like
good
the
and what.
draft. Yeah. Yeah. I looked at, yeah, it's like a mind map almost, like from homepage, and then this is where it goes.
That is a website. That's not a landing page. You know what's the
No, no,
difference
no.
between a yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's the difference, right?
The landing page, I know what that one is, where it just goes to where I've actually was looking at into one where you have to put your name and address, and then maybe the landing page is where you can download a free book or
Okay,
something.
let me just give you a marketing 101. A landing page is a special kind of website. So a website is a landing page, you have it is a subset of the website. It's a special kind of website
Yeah.
that drives the visitor or the viewer to perform a certain specific type of action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the definition. So the specific action could be anything that ranges from collecting details, name, number, contact, feedback, a message. It could be a survey in terms of a survey. It could even be a sale. So you can sell the person, or I have a new ebook. It's usually retailing at $29. I'll just sell you for $9. Yeah, you can even do a sale. It's click to that. So you collect $9, send the ebook, but importantly is you get the email and the name. Yeah, that's where you want to build your database. So a landing page simply drives a certain action. So it can be any action. Describe.
Yeah, so
that's all.
this.
Yeah. That's all. So a landing page, right? You won't see a lot of links. You just have targeted to one click button or one form to fill or video to watch and then fill in some details.
That's what I did. That's what I actually use as my digital business card right now. Where
that works. That works.
So
but I need to take a look lah. If you can just send me the link.
Oh, I'll send you the link. Yeah. So it will just download the pre-approval, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it's just that it links to LalaineLadoris.com, which that's my draft website. I actually need, which I was telling you about. I need to do the business website.
So what will be the difference? What will be on your website and what will be on the business
website? When you see the link to the digital card, it's basically me, what I do as a finance broker, and then what the 3 testimonials that I receive from my other clients, and then if you message me, put your name and address and send me something.
Okay, and the business one?
But that actually is about me as a business. But the problem is it links to LalaineLadoris.com, which actually there is a site there about me, but it's not. You'll see when you link on it. It's not something that that needs a lot of update and upgrade, because it talks more about how I can help you.
I'll take a look and I'll tell you. Yeah, but basically
and then you can tell me.
Yeah, but basically what you actually need to do is something along that line. You're not going to offer it the brokerage, but you're going to offer, because if not, you offer too many things, it's going to be very confusing. Yeah. Then the visitor or the prospect will be like, so what am I supposed to respond to? Am I supposed to respond to Lalaine, the coach, or am I supposed to respond to the brokerage service? It's very confusing. So very confusing. Anything that is confusing drops your conversion rate in marketing speak. Anything that's confusing, anything that doesn't tally, incongruent, send you a free ebook and then you send a video that is incongruent, drops the user experience, drops your conversion rate.
Got that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if your web designer is a trained marketer, because it'll be good if he or she is a trained marketer, because he or she will know what to look out for. But if not, you really need to just bug me, because I'm a trained marketer, so I know what to look out for. I can tell you immediately what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, the guy, that's why I have a different marketing lady to do this project with me.
Yeah.
And the website is a separate one. So she has a recommendation.
There might be a problem that
if
the 2 of them don't sync together, you're going to have huge issues.
She said that she's done some work with them before.
Yeah, but they are still 2 different people, so they will need to be in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they are not synced, then you're going to have a hard time.
So what happens is, from the report that she's going to give me, she's almost like a marketing coach, really.
Mm-hmm.
So she will do all the research and whatever what I should be
Yep.
doing,
Yep.
so that takes it away from my the basically I just give her like, okay, these are my avatar. This is what my business really does.